Okay, welcome to today's shir. Today we're going to be doing Yoma Daf Pei, Yoma Daf 80. Again, I have my friend Shmuel over here. He's going to be joining me for the second live shir. First one was yesterday, made history. Went down his history. I got Shmuel on the thumbnail, his first thumbnail on YouTube.
That's right.
You should be blessed with many more thumbnails to come.
Amen, I think.
Admei Esrim.
Amen.
So it says different words by Tumas Ochlin. It says Kol Ochel Asher Yochel. The shear that Ochlin transmit Tuma. It's actually machlokas in Rashi and Tozos whether the Ochlin are makabel Tuma or they transmit Tuma. It's a machlokas somewhere else. I'm telling you, at least Stefanski didn't know this machlokas Rashi and Tozos.
What? About Oakland?
Tumas Ochlin. He didn't know about that. Listen, I know about these things. I'm a Lamdan. I learned 20 years in yeshiva.
Yeah, that's true.
I did. I learned 20 years in
He's a big
yeshiva.
Latin people. He's the real deal.
I'll tell you a quick story to show my sidkus. When I first went to Eretz Yisrael after graduating from Yeshiva University, when I was 21, my first time going to Eretz Yisrael, my parents told me that I should go and kiss the ground when I get to Eretz Yisrael. They said you should go on the floor and kiss the ground.
Wow.
So, I was very idealistic at that time, and I wanted to listen to them. But I also learned the Gemara in Ksuvos, and the Gemara in Ksuvos says that some of the Moraim used to kiss the trees, they used to kiss the dirt. It seemed like the trees was the most preferable way. So when I got off the plane, onto the tarmac, you didn't go straight into the airport at that time. I saw some trees. So all the people were gathered together after getting off the plane. I started walking over to the trees. Immediately I hear someone yell at me, "Get back here, where are you going?" So I couldn't go and kiss the trees. So instead I bent down, and to the delight of about 50 people staring at me, I went down and I kissed the ground. See, that's my sikkus. But that didn't end over there, because then I was going to Yeshiva's Mir. So I took the Sheirut. So instead of taking the Sheirut straight to the Mir, I said, listen, Rashi says al Torah that Yaakov Avinu, when he went to Lavan, he initially went all the way to Haran, but he forgot about the base of the Makom Mikdash, and therefore he had to go all the way back to the Makom Mikdash, and that's where he had the dream of Olim V'Yardim, Malachim Olim V'Yardim Bo, the Sulam Mutzavarza. Just in a side note, Sulam Mutzavarza is a train track. You like that one? All right.
That's good.
You like that? Sulam Mutzavarza. It's not a ladder, it's a train track.
Ah.
Don't get off the train, all right? Anyway, Malachim get off the train. Human beings stay on the train. So I was going, so I decided I have to Mekayim this Rashi al Torah. So I went first, I let the Sheirut take me to the Kosel, Shara Ashbot, and I got off. But the problem was I had my luggage with me, and they wouldn't allow luggage into the Kotel, the plaza over there. So what was I going to do? So I saw some seminary girls. I asked them, can you watch my luggage for me? And I trusted them with my luggage, 2 huge luggage, all I had with me, all my worldly possessions. And I went to the Kosel, and I dived in there for 20 minutes and half an hour. And my suitcases were still there. I don't remember if seminary girls had left and my suitcases were still there, or they were still there anyway. And not only that, that's the second thing. But also, I was Mekayim in the midst of Kriya. When you go to the Kosel, you're supposed to tear your shirt. Now, when I was in YU, I wore colored shirts. So, when I went to the Mir, I told my mother I have to be Mekayim mitzvahs the Minhag HaMakom. I have to wear white shirts. I got my first black hat. I got 4 white shirts. 4 white shirts was all I had. So, but I wanted to be Mekayim mitzvah of Kriya, so I tore one of the shirts at the Kosel. So I only had 3 shirts left, 3 white shirts left. So I had to survive on 3 white shirts. So I ended up meeting someone, and we took a taxi together to the Mir. I showed up with my torn shirt, with all my luggage, but I had Mekayim Rashi and Mekayim my parents' wishes for me to kiss the ground. Fortunately, it wasn't Mekayim the Gemara and Ksulas, but kissing the tree.
That's beautiful.
Was that Sidkus or what? Am I a tzaddik?
Yes.
I'm a tzaddikal?
Tzaddik.
All right. The question, when it was posed in this Mishnah, it was posed when they were asking about Og Melech HaBashan. Og Melech HaBashan was a very big person. How big was he? I'm not sure exactly.
He was very big.
He was like 9 amos tall.
He
Is
was
that
like
it?
Jack and the Beanstalk big.
Who's the tallest guy that ever lived? What's that guy?
There was a
Woodrow? What's his name?
Woodrow, yeah, Woodrow. Don
Yeah.
Woodrow. He was like 8'11" or something.
8'11" or not 7? He was 8'11".
I don't know exactly, but he was very tall. He had some sort of.
He invented basketball, right?
It's a sad life these days.
He died at like 22, right?
Yeah, he had a very. It wasn't a normal.
But he
life.
did play in the NBA, so
What are you talking about?
he had a triple double one game.
I think he was. He died. He died in the 40s.
He had 100 rebounds in one game. Will Chamberlain 100 points. He had 100 rebounds. All right.
There was a tall guy who played in basketball recently. Some sort of.
Of course, though. He's been tall
No,
guys.
there's a guy who's from
Oh,
Yugoslavia or something. Is like
Yao Ming. Yao Ming was
Maybe
a
I'll-
7'7".
Oh yeah.
I think so. He was a
Wow.
good player. He was a decent player.
You're joking.
It was Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley was like 7'6". These people get injured too quickly. They're fragile. There's a guy on the Celtics now, Taco Fall. I think he's like 7'5". There was almost this guy. There's an Israeli player in the NBA. If anyone's following this guy, Denny Avia. He's from Israeli. Israel. He was picked 9th, I think, by the Wizards
Really?
this past year.
Really?
He started off starting for the team, but I guess he made it to the bench. I don't know. They're predicting he would be the next Luka Doncic.
Really?
You know
The
who
next
Luka Doncic is.
I don't know who he is.
You gotta learn. Derek Eretz, Kadma Torah. All right.
Learning.
Anyway, he tried to dunk on Taco Fall over and posterize him. He just missed. So that was his highlight of his year, just missing that. Wine, drinks, and food. Amar Papa Achal Umso Milcha Mitzdarb. Eat a piece of fatty meat and milcha and with the salt on it. If you put a lot of salt on it. Don't try it at home. Don't put a lot of salt on your meat. It doesn't taste good. The best way to eat a steak is to eat it neat. Neat is a word for liquor. You drink it neat. You drink it without anything else, but without any ice or something like that. But
Meat?
no, liquor. It's called to drink it neat is when you drink it without any ice. You drink it, I suppose, on the rocks, for example. So meat is also a good steak. You don't eat with salt. Salt ruins the meat. Everyone knows that. A good steak you eat medium rare or rare if you're very bold. Shasa. Oh, there. You missed almost all of the share, but he came back, my friend. I noted your absence at the beginning. I noted it on the share. Yeah, where were you? Where did you go? How could you miss my share?
Maybe I also missed Shacharis. Oops.
You missed Shacharis.
Okay, let's go. Go.
This is not good for my share. I'm recruiting people that don't have in Shacharis. There you go. Listen, you can do tshuva. Go tshuva. Go to Isha Torah. Go to Or Sameach. Go to Meir Schuster. They came with a book about him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna have Tchias HaMesim. He'll bring you back to tshuva.
I mean,
All
I
right.
think that'll be easier than me doing tshuva. Tchias HaMesim will be easier. Okay.
Tchias HaMesim, Meir Schuster, famous man on the wall.
If we're bringing back people, we have a lot more to bring back. I mean, he should also, but we could also bring back, bigger
Listen,
people
I
out
hold
there,
her
you
of
know?
Mayor Schuster. He sounds like a great person. There's a story of Mayor Schuster I read that he would tell
He was the guy who-
seminary girls.
Yes.
He would say to them, "You want to come in the car? I'm going to bring you to a campus to learn Torah." They would follow him into the car. Seminary girls. These girls said they would never get into the car with a stranger man. They got into the car with Mayor Schuster. He drove them to the Neve campus in Har Nof. He became Baal Tshuva. He had a charm. I don't know. They said the cover of Mishpacha magazine says, with no charisma and total sincerity, he
Very
returned
nice.
thousands.
It's true. He always was he dressed very.
They said he was very uncool. That's what he said. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's shir. Today is Yoma Daf Pei Daled, Yoma 84. I have my local rabbi, scholar here, is wearing a tefillin. He's trying to imitate the famous picture of Rav Chaim Kanievsky and Gershon Edelstein wearing their talis and tefillin. Obviously,
Maybe they're copying us.
what do you mean us? I'm not wearing talis and tefillin. You're the one wearing talis and tefillin.
Oh, what happened?
But I'm wearing yarmulke, so
That's good.
it's actually an Altman's yarmulke. Altman. It's the preferred brand of Haredi yarmulkes. Bought it for 25 shekel from the barber.
I think
They ripped me off apparently. Apparently it cost 20 shekel in Yerushalayim. He charged me 25. but I bought it
You look
anyway.
like a rich fellow. What should I tell you? You look.
I paid 65 shekel for my beard and my haircut, which is probably more than they cost in America, even if you converted the shekel into dollars. And then I paid another 25 shekel for my yarmulke. So
Wow.
you got 90 shekel out of me. This guy Aaron, you've seen him featured in my other videos. He's a nice guy, but a little expensive. All right.
It sounds like that this type of this machla is a like some sort of connected with whatever ruach ra is. It seems like it's also some. What is ruach ra? It's also some sort of like spirits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it says here, don't you should the shade. There's a shade. It sounds like there's something to do with spirits.
Listen, if you want the real answer to this question, you have to go to the Kabbalist. I was reading a lot about this. There's a lot of people in Eretz Yisrael that either give you advice or they do things like this. They take away ayin haras.
Right.
You pay them a lot of money.
That's right.
They charge a fee. They don't do this for free. This is a business. Like in Bardak, the guy doing the hafkana is a business. You know, basically, you get your advice. You pay them hundreds of dollars. Some of these people are the richest people in Israel.
Really?
They're basically centered around the Abu Qatsira family. David Abu Qatsira is a grandson, I think, of the Baba Sali. He has a cousin, I think, who his uncle's son, was also, I guess, a grandson. He inherited, I think, about 1.3 billion shekel he's worth. I think his name is Rav Pinchas Abu Qatsira.
Wow.
Pinchas Eliezer. I'm not sure what his name is exactly, but he got it basically when they went to Abu Qatsira. I think even Baba Sali charged money. I'm not sure about that, but
wow,
they charged a lot of money. Rav David Qatsira is worth 800,000 shekels. So some of the richest Israelis are in the Haredi. 800,000 shekel. 800 million shekel.
Really?
Yeah, 800 million shekel. 800 million shekel. That's like $200 million, $250 million.
Wow.
So that's pretty good. It's pretty good for being Haredi and just giving brachas all the time. Make a lot of money.
Wow.
The Ger Rebbe, the Ger Rebbe is worth about 360 million shekel.
Wow.
Belzer Rebbe is worth about 180 million shekel.
Wow.
So it's funny because the Hasidic Rebbes, they have all the money, but the Litvish Rebbeim, Rav Steinman and Rav Chaim Kanievsky live in these apartments that are basically run down, and they basically don't have a shekel to their name. So what do? You give out advice for free, or you take money for it? I don't know.
Okay, let's
start again. Okay. When you're Machal Shabbos, you do it. The Gedolim are supposed to do it. It was a story once. Rav Chaim Brisker on Yom Kippur. There was there was a plague or something like that. What was it? What was the plague? He lived in I think the 1850s or whatever. There was a. What was it? Diphtheria?
Rav Chaim was born in the 18. She was born in the 1860s. Who was she? Yisrael Salanter?
It was Yisrael Salanter. What did they have? Typhus? What was it? Typhus?
Cholera, maybe.
Cholera. He had cholera, and he got up and he made kiddush in the middle of the shul on Yom Kippur.
In the 1840s, I think the Chavetz Chaim's father was passed away then. Also.
I think also right in 1973 when they had the Yom Kippur War, right? I think Shiva Shalavim, no?
Yes.
The Gedolim, Rav Amital. What was his name? Rav Amital.
Who was
he? Got up. No, who was the Rav Soloveitchik? There was a. What was his name?
Shalavim was
who's the Gadol? Goldvik. Shalavim also. They told the soldiers they have to go to the war.
But that was kind of B'Yavne. I don't know Shalavim.
Okay, maybe Karen B'Yavne.
Anyway.
I'm not sure. Our history is not the best. He's not an historical expert. He's a Gadol. He wears tefillin and his talis. But he's not a historical expert.
Not Gedolei Yisrael, that's for sure. Don't ask me about
He's Gedolei Yisrael, not Gedolei Chachmas Ulam. He would be the one that would start being Machal Shabbat, Machal Yom Kippur. That's what you would do, Shmuel, right? We don't Fakin Chazakal, and we're not Machal Shabbos. That will conclude today's daf. Everybody knows the tragedy that happened in Florida. It's currently going on in Florida. It's rare that you actually, for many years when I learned this Gemara, Mefach and Sagal, I had no idea what it was talking about. But now we know that it's talking about what happened in Surfside. We hope all the people should be well there.
Me.
Shmuel personally
Should
donated
use-
thousands of dollars to the cause. Shmuel's not too rich. Neither am I. Maybe he has more money than me. All right. Enjoy your day. Have a good Sunday. Bye.
Bye.